Alright, we're here in Mario Kart World. We are going to be testing out if my YouTube short claim was right. I made a YouTube short about 2 days ago saying that Mario Kart World is fixed. And I've been hearing people say that that is not the case. So I kind of just want to test the theory for myself. And I actually did yesterday. I recorded this video yesterday, but there was an issue with the audio. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, basically, I'll pick a track first. Basically, yesterday I recorded and the recording was weird. The audio was all messed up, so I had to do a retake today. But I was basically seeing no change at all with the updates. It says that they increased the frequency of 3-lap tracks. They could have upped it for 1% and call it a day, which is kind of what it feels like, because I haven't seen like barely any change at all in the map selection. But here we get actually a 3-lap track, which I'm very happy with. I think yesterday, let me see if we can get this right here. Oh god, okay, I probably messed that up or started too far to the right. But yesterday, I think I played a total of 7 races or something, just to check it out at first glance. And out of those 7 races, where you get 3 map picks, excluding random, I think I got 3 or 4 actual 3-lap tracks, which, for an update that supposedly increased the frequency of 3-lap tracks, is not a very good sign. I'm just not feeling the update at all. I'm not feeling the effects of it. Oh god, would that please be nice. Can I get on the railing here, please? No one throw a green shell. That would be. Oh, and I didn't get to land on the rope either. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like Nintendo's actually updated the frequency at all. But again, they could have updated by 1% and called it a day. So. What have they actually done? I'm not sure. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other people also testing this update. And maybe they can play enough games or capture enough people's games to, I guess, what's the right word? To calculate what the actual percentage of 3-lap tracks are in online races. And wait, someone broke the blue shell for me. Okay, thank you. I'll just hold this coin in case a blue tries to take my banana. But yeah, for now, I'm just not feeling the updates. Maybe today's recording can change my mind, but I highly doubt that. I very highly doubt that. Also, that drift was horrible. Oh, Jesus. At least I'm getting 2 protection items here, though. So, when you're playing online and not playing in the Mario Kart Discord server, which is what I would recommend you do if you want consistent 3-lap tracks, because basically every room in that Discord server is promoting 3-lap lobbies. 3-lap rooms where everyone picks 3-lap tracks, and intermissions are basically frowned upon. As I was saying, unless you're playing in those Discord servers, you're going to have to deal with these lobbies online where intermissions are so common, and that's just not what you really want to do. It's such a shame because, like, I think everybody playing this game can realize and see that Nintendo's designed the actual tracks themselves that you race on so well, and they're so fun to race on. And here we go, another 3 intermissions. I guess we got lucky on the last one. But I'll pick random for the chance to at least have a 3-lap track. Now the problem with picking random is when there's 3 intermissions like this, usually random will pick one of these 3 tracks, so Airship Fortress, Choco Mountain, or Desert Hills in this case. And since it's already in the selection, it's gonna be an intermission track anyways. And I wonder if people are gonna be picking random here. There's a decent amount of random picks, so we'll see if we get it. I keep getting sidetracked by so many different topics. But yeah. People have seen that the tracks are so nicely designed, and they're really fun to race on. I love discovering shortcuts, and I love practicing shortcuts that people have found, like on every map, because with the mechanics this game has, with the wall riding, jumping off of walls, into trees, into lampposts, into basically anything, and be able to do even more tricks, change your trajectory midair. It's such a nice mechanic, and it allows for so many shortcuts to be discovered, and just so much potential for every map. Yet, because of intermissions being shoved down our throats so much, we can't really do that. We actually have to set up these private servers, or I guess the Mario Kart World server isn't private. It's very much public, and I actually encourage you to join. Okay, that felt unnecessary. I encourage you to join and find lobbies of your own to play on, which is what I'll be playing on most of the time, making future Mario Kart World videos. I'm going to be playing in the Mogi server as well, just trying to get my rank up because I like playing this game competitively, and in that Discord server, almost everybody will always pick 3-lap tracks as well, just because that's how I feel Mario Kart should be enjoyed. And the intermissions, see, I think they're alright, in very small dosages. I'm going to put a big asterisk right there, because Nintendo has introduced a decently cool mechanic. Oh, oops. A decently cool mechanic here. The intermissions are fine, but I don't want to have to race them so many times online. I want to be able to just do the actual 3-lap tracks. I want to be able to show off that I've learned the shortcuts. I want to be able to race well, do time trials, and then show off everything I've learned in those time trials online. But it's just such a low chance that you'll actually get those 3-lap tracks, even with this so-called increased frequency, which I don't even believe. I believe they've changed the frequency by such a little amount that it's basically, you can basically say that they haven't updated at all. That's basically my take on it. Also, how many boomerangs? I didn't even get to do a shortcut. Wow. And it's really sad that Nintendo's kind of taken this route, because they've obviously heard our cries for 3-lap tracks to be back, based on this update being a thing, and how they've worded basically the whole update, especially with the 3-lap track thing. But they've just not done the correct change. They've done a change, just not the correct one. Oh, can I actually hit this red shell right here? Oh, nice. I'm sorry, dude. I had to. I'm gonna keep playing in the Mario Kart World Discord server until basically this update, or a update, is fixed. And I do think there's a good way to fix this problem. I've seen many different solutions, and I disagree with many, but I like what I've thought up. And it's basically just... Okay, I got bumped off. It's basically just... You get... Okay, call it a controversial opinion, but keep random the way it is now. But what I would like to see, and what I think would probably satisfy most Mario Kart World players by having a mix of intermissions and 3-lap tracks online, is not having a completely separate mode, but rather make it so there's 2 3-lap tracks guaranteed, which obviously that's not a thing here. Got another 3 intermissions, which sucks. I'm gonna pick random again, and we'll see if we get Bowser's Castle, Dragon's Burnout, or Toad's Factory. But I think the best way to do it would be have 2 3-lap tracks guaranteed, have 1 intermission guaranteed, and then random can basically stay the way it is right now. I don't know if I'll get backlash for saying that, but basically if Nintendo's not gonna add a separate mode because they want the game to feel more simple, more stylized, or whatever, right? Then keep versus race and just have it be where there's 2 3-lap tracks guaranteed every time, every race. Have 1 intermission guaranteed every race, and random can be... Honestly, okay, I feel like this isn't how random should be picked, but random can pick from the 3 tracks that are in the selection. But realistically, random should be a random track from anywhere in the game, and then 50-50 it. I just used my blue shield protection, that's bad. And then 50-50 it, whether it should be a 3-lap track or a oh my Jesus, or a intermission track. This guy sure loves Justin. Are you okay back there, buddy? You sure love your green shells, huh? Ooh, that sucks actually for me. Really good for the shock user though. I basically just wanted to make this video though in order to discuss this update, this topic, and in a way apologize for hyping up the update so much in my YouTube short. Because I think I was very much just like I've been hating this update, or the previous update, for so long that I was blinded by, I guess, excitement for a potential change in the game's online feature. And I think also recently woke up, so I wasn't able to fully get my thoughts across. I think I saw it as them fixing random, which it says nothing about the random pick at all. So, yeah, I was very much wrong in my YouTube shorts. I can very much admit that. I mean, there's no reason for me to even try and lie and be like, oh, but they could have fixed it, we just don't know it yet. No. Based on the games here today and the games yesterday I did, they haven't fixed it. And that's a stall behind me. Is it possible for me to not get hit here? Oh, I didn't get the second trick. I should be okay though. That's a decent 5th place. Decent 5th place. I really do think that Nintendo doesn't need to do much for this game to really succeed now, because the gameplay is so fun. The items are really nice and feel really good to use. And it's really just the... I'll call it accessibility online. That's the issue here. I think the accessibility is the biggest problem of it all. Because the only way we can enjoy this game is through intermissions online now. Here we go. Mario Bros. Circuit has a 3-lap track. I can only pray the other people pick the map. Honestly, it seems like it's a bit of a 50-50 between everyone who picked the 3-lap track and then everyone who picked L's. Finally, we get another 3-lap track. These are rare commodities these days online. And I'm sure you've heard from many other Mario Kart World YouTube content creators, and I will say the exact same thing. With this change being a thing, ever since the last update, where they said that random was gonna have no guarantees of 3-lap tracks, and now that... oh, I did not get on the rail. And now that intermission seem to be the main way to play online, I just can't recommend this game right now. In its current state, I can't. I just really can't. Because you're paying for a game, $50 with the bundle for Switch 2, or $8 standalone, which I would never recommend anybody buy Mario Kart World for $80. That's a complete ripoff. And you're basically getting it online where you don't get to enjoy the entirety of this game. Because the intermissions feel like they've been made purely for free roam, and we have a very functioning free roam mode, but the 3-lap tracks are now just completely obsolete. So you're basically getting to play 50% of what this game's online has to offer. Also, that's a pretty good shock dodge right there. Thank you so much, whoever used that shock. Yeah. That's my stance on it currently, because now, in order to play the game, in order to play the game in the most enjoyable way possible, is just that, making it or joining a Discord server where Mario Kart World 3-lap lobbies can be held, and that's the way to enjoy the game in its best state. Because I hate to say it, but the intermissions are just not that fun. They were nice at first, a nice little fresh breath of air, but after people realized that, okay, we've had enough of this, it wasn't really all that anymore. Another 3 intermission tracks. So hopefully random, which is not really random anymore, it really, even random feels like it's a 75% chance for intermission of one of these 3 tracks already picked, and a 25% chance of an actual 3-lap course. I actually do want to, I do want to pick random here, so I can actually show random. Here you go, we got random, it's Whistle Stop Summit, and we got the intermission version because it was already one of the 3 in the map pool. I really want, I really want to believe Nintendo will fix this. I really, really do. But with this update now, I just don't have a lot of hope. I really don't. Oh, I thought that Bowser looked so massive. I thought it was in a Mega Mushroom. Can I get the double line box? Nice. Okay. And another thing with intermissions. I know from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, a lot of people despise the concept of bagging, and I do as well. As much fun as it is making a last-minute comeback on maps, it's just not really healthy for a racing game where you're meant to get first place and race for the top, to have the main strategy be, oh, let's get another shock touch, to stay at the back all the time and then only come back at the last minute. And intermissions being so hard enforced in this game makes it so bagging is basically more active than ever, because the strategy in intermissions is just to bag. It just is. You can say whatever you want, but reality is the strategy is just bagging. So it's for one, not healthy for the game's life cycle for intermissions to be pretty much exclusive to online, but it's also not good for the people who play the game from 8 Deluxe, where bagging was so such a good strategy, for it to also carry over to this game. Hopefully no blue shell comes here. I kind of messed that up. Okay, I mean, oh, I don't know where that red shell went. And I have such a lead! Let's go! I'll take that. I'll probably make a counter of how many intermission tracks and how many 3-lap courses I've gotten, and I'll include the recording I did yesterday, because the only reason I couldn't upload that was because of the audio, but I'll still have the visuals, so I can see, and I'll probably post screenshots of the actual map picks I got from there. I'll have it on screen during the next race, and we can really see how many races total there are, and how many of those were intermissions and how many of those were actually 3-lap courses, which are supposed to have an increased rate, and thankfully there's one right here. So, but it is in the midst of 2 intermission tracks. I want to also believe that Nintendo can see, like, they have statistics of what maps people pick and if they're intermissions or not. So are they seeing that people pick 3-lap tracks and they're just like, no, sorry, we don't want you to play this way. We want you to only play our intermission tracks. That can't be right. Surely not. Like, that has to be me just putting on a tinfoil hat and just speculating a bunch, right? I really don't want to believe I'm right in that theory. I also really want to make a video where I try my best to probably make some cool visuals or something, where I do what I think would be best for the game, because there's some other problems that other people have brought up. I've seen Shortcut's video in his what's the right word here? In his feedback for the time trials section, and how we should be able to see every lap time, and how that's just not a thing, and how the menus are too simplified. So I want to be able to maybe try and get my Photoshop skills in somewhere, and give it a shot to see if I can potentially fix some of the issues that Nintendo has with this game, that they obviously won't fix themselves. Oh, I did not do that right. Hopefully I can make it back just from doing shortcuts though, and not fall from those shortcuts. Oh, whoa. It's a little bit early on that wall, but made it work in the end. Now, I haven't seen a blue shell yet, which is kind of worrying me. I gotta be very attentive of the map, so I can see if a blue shell comes around. I can just quickly brake. I do have triple bananas though, so that makes me feel somewhat confident. I feel like it's too late to break for a blue shell now, even if one does come. And besides, I have a horn now, so... Oh, wow! Okay. That happened. I guess I'm not taking that shortcut. Can I just trap this right here? For anyone who takes a shortcut right there, I can hopefully hit somebody. And... oh, there's the blue shell now. It's a bit late, though. I'll take that first place. Can we get a 3-lap course here? Hopefully we can end it with a 3-lap Wario Shipyard. I can only pray. And it does seem like most people do want this map. See, I don't know what Nintendo's trying to do here. Are they trying to brainwash us with this introversion thing? Or trying to force it everywhere? And just being like, hey, you're gonna enjoy this mode whether you like it or not? And eventually... they think that us as a player base will just pick intermission tracks no matter what? Like, no. We're gonna protest. Oh, yes. Thank goodness. Oh, I did not want to play on an intermission track for the last course. Now, I'm not actually the greatest at this map. I know the basic shortcuts and stuff, but I'm not very good at this map. And maybe that's because of the water physics, and how I'm not, like, even playing this game for so long since release, still not using them. I know there's a shortcut you can do on the right with the rocks and stuff, but I don't know how to do it. But basically, my final thoughts for this update is they've had some cool quality of life changes with the waiting for next match thing at the bottom when queuing up online. That's a pretty cool change. Is that really it? Yeah, because I can't compliment them for the 3-lap track thing, because they haven't fixed anything. It's the exact same as it was before. I really do think Nintendo can fix things, but they're just kind of refusing to because they have so much pride in... oh god, can I? Nope, did not do that right. Because they have so much pride in that they've introduced this intermission thing, and that they don't want their work to go to waste. I guess from people only picking intermission tracks and not enjoying the intermissions online, that they're now just trying to get as many people as possible to play it. And that's just not a way to handle a player base. And hence why we have the so-called protests with the Mario Kart World Discord servers and private lobbies and all that. Which, Lord forbid, they actually removed being able to pick 3-lap courses in a custom lobby. I think that'll be the day Mario Kart World dies. If they decide to make an update where they rip our freedom of 3-lap tracks from private lobbies, that's when this game will start to go downhill immensely. Oh, there's a blue shell coming, and I can't really dodge that. I'll just throw this backwards and hope for the best. I do have a feather, which I think there's a... Oh, I started drifting to the right, that's not good. Somehow managed to dodge all those green shells. I do want to hop over this. Oh god, I got really bad landing. As long as Daisy here doesn't get like a double reg or something, I should be okay. I have the green shells protection. I'll put it out now. Oh no, the crabs, please don't do it. Alright, I'm good. Right? Yeah, I'm good. Nice. Good way to turn it off. Nintendo, please do the right updates. Please give us back 3-lap courses online in a more consistent way, so we don't have to always gamble for our chance to get one. Please.